Valleys for life, though every single day, helping us to grow, to learn and to share. Valleys for life on God's words so bright, helping us to be our best. Nollywood kids, Nollywood kids, values for life.
You sound like a confused trumpet, Adefunke. What's going on?
I'm trying to make a decision, but my feathers are all tangled. I don't know what to choose.
Tell me about it.
I wanted to eat corn, and I thought to myself, should I go to Uncle Emeka's house for corn pudding or to Sister Bissie's for roasted maize? Both are so good. But I stood there flapping and thinking for so long that I missed both opportunities.
That's a classic Adefunke story. You always have a hard time choosing. But you've just walked into the perfect topic for today. Know what is good. It's about learning to choose wisely and not being stuck when it's time to act. This reminds me of what happened with the prophet Elijah in the Bible. The people of Israel were confused. Some were following God, but others were chasing after a false god named Baal. They couldn't decide. So Elijah gathered them on Mount Carmel and said, "How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him." Then God showed a great miracle. He sent fire from heaven to burn up Elijah's sacrifice. The people finally saw clearly and chose to follow the one true God.
Wow. So they had to stop sitting on the fence.
Exactly. Knowing what is good means making a choice and standing by it. Now let me tell you a tale from the forest about an election that went on in the forest. The animals of Mbutu forest were choosing a new leader. They had two options: Leo the lion, who was wise and brave, and Max the monkey, who was funny but never serious. The small animals gathered. Squirrel said, "Leo is strong." "But Max makes me laugh," Rabbit said. "I like Max games, but Leo protects us." While they hesitated, Max started making wild promises. Free bananas for all, but he never gave them any at all. Still, the animals kept saying, "We are not sure yet," thinking about how funny Max was. Finally, a big storm came. Max ran and hid, but Leo stood firm, helping the young and weak animals find shelter. After the storm, the forest animals knew what was good. They chose Leo, and this time without delay.
If they had decided earlier, they wouldn't have wasted time on empty promises.
Sometimes we know deep down what the right choice is, but we delay or get distracted. We need to train our hearts to recognize what is good and act on it without fear or confusion.
So, it's not just about what looks fun or easy, but what's right and helpful.
Exactly. Whether it's choosing good friends, deciding what to do when tempted, or picking where to spend your time, knowing what is good helps you move forward with confidence. Now let's learn about someone from the Bible, about Joshua and the huge decision he had to make.
A long time ago, in a land filled with tall people and strong cities, there was a man named Joshua. He was the leader of the Israelites, God's chosen people after Moses. They had wandered in the desert for many years, but now they were finally ready to enter the land God had promised them. But there was one big problem: Jericho. Jericho was a mighty city with tall, thick walls. No one could get in and no one could get out. The people inside laughed at the Israelites. "You'll never find a way through our walls," they said. Joshua stood before the city thinking. He could have tried to build ladders or dig tunnels. He could have given up, but instead, Joshua made a decision, a bold and brave and faithful decision. He chose to trust God completely. One evening, as Joshua was near the city, he saw a man standing with a sword in his hand. Joshua asked, "Are you for us or for our enemies?" The man replied, "I am the commander of the Lord's army." Joshua fell to the ground and listened carefully. The commander gave him a strange plan from God. March around the city once a day for 6 days. On the 7th day, march around it 7 times. Then blow the trumpets and shout. It sounded unusual, but Joshua didn't hesitate. He didn't argue. He didn't wait to see if there was a better idea. He decided to obey God right away. So for 6 days, the people marched quietly around Jericho. The only sound was the soft footsteps and the blowing of trumpets. On the 7th day, they marched around the city 7 times. Then Joshua gave the command, "Shout, for the Lord has given you the city." The people shouted with all their might, and suddenly the walls of Jericho crumbled to the ground. The Israelites rushed in and took the city, just as God had promised. Joshua's decision to trust and obey God changed everything. Many years passed. Joshua was now an old man. He had led the people through many battles and victories. One day, he gathered all the Israelites and gave them a choice. He said, "If serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourself this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord." Joshua reminded them that every day is full of choices. Just like he chose to trust God at Jericho, they had to choose who they would follow. Would they serve the idols of other lands, or would they serve the one true God? Children, just like Joshua, you will face moments when you have to decide. Will I do what's right even if it's hard? Will I trust God even when I don't understand the plan? Joshua teaches us that decisiveness means choosing what is right without delay. It means standing strong, even when others laugh or doubt. And most of all, it means saying with confidence, "As for me, I will serve the Lord." So next time you face a big decision, whether it's telling the truth, helping a friend, or standing up for what's right, remember Joshua at Jericho. Be bold, be brave, be decisive.
No more flapping at crossroads. I'm choosing what is good and fast. I'll be brave and decisive.
That's the way, Adefunke. When your heart is trained to see good, your feet will follow it without fear.
Ha! Mr. Watchman, now me. I'm in serious feather soup.
Slow down, Adefunke. What happened?
Are you hurt?
No, but I messed up. I was supposed to bring the bird choir to the farm festival, but I didn't know the way. I tried to figure it out myself. I didn't ask for help. Now we are all late, and the festival has started without us.
Oh, Adefunke, that's a hard lesson. But it sounds like today's topic is just for you. Ask for help and learn to avoid unnecessary delay.
Sometimes we wait too long to act or try to do everything alone when help is right there.
Very correct, Naomi. Let me tell you a story from the Bible. One day, a man from Ethiopia was reading the scriptures while riding in his chariot. He didn't understand what he was reading. God sent Philip to him. Philip ran up beside the chariot and asked, "Do you understand what you're reading?" The man replied, "How can I, unless someone explains it to me?" So he invited Philip to join him. Philip explained the good news about Jesus, and the man believed and was baptized that very day.
He didn't pretend to know everything. He asked for help and got the answer right on time.
Yes, because he was willing to ask and didn't delay, he received the truth and made a life-changing decision. Now, here's a story from the village. There was once a young goat named Gani who got his legs stuck between two fallen logs in the forest. He tried pulling, twisting, jumping, but nothing worked. Some monkeys nearby offered to help. "Let us lift the logs together," they said. But Gani was too proud. "I can do it myself," he bleated. Hours passed. Gani grew tired and hungry. Only when night started to fall did he cry out, "Help me, please." The monkeys rushed over, worked together, and freed him in seconds. Gani looked at them and sighed, "I should have asked earlier."
Aw, poor Gani. He wasted so much time just because he didn't want to ask.
And if night had come before help arrived, it could have gotten worse.
Sometimes we hesitate to ask for help because we don't want to look weak. Other times we delay making a decision, hoping things will sort themselves out. But wisdom says, don't waste time when help is near. Ask, decide, and move forward.
It's not weakness to ask. It's actually smart and brave.
And from now on, I'll ask directions, help, and advice, or whatever I need. No more delay until things go wrong.
Good, because life moves forward, and we must learn to move with it, not behind it. Teach us that song that you're always singing, Adefunke.
If you don't know, it's okay to say. Don't delay, just ask today. Help is near and time won't wait. Be wise and move before it's late. If you don't know, it's okay to say. Don't delay, just ask today. Help is near and time won't wait. Be wise and move before it's late.
Let's make it our habit to ask quickly and act wisely.
And to never let pride tie our feathers in knots.
That's the spirit. Now, let's go help you find that choir with the right directions this time. What's going on, Adefunke? That person could drill a hole in the floor. What's the matter?
It's this class project. The younger birds in the community asked me to lead the forest cleanup day. I was excited at first, but now everyone keeps talking over me. Some want to clean the pond, others say only the path matters. I try to get their opinion, but it turns into a noisy debate. I don't even know where to start anymore.
So, what have you done about it?
Well, I nodded a lot. Then I said, we'll talk again tomorrow. That was 3 tomorrows ago.
So the feathers are flying, but the nest still isn't built?
I thought being a leader meant being nice and letting everybody speak. But now I feel like I'm invincible. No one's doing anything, and I'm the one who's supposed to be in charge.
You have learned something very important. Adefunke, leadership isn't about pleasing everyone. It's about having the courage to guide others, make decisions, and act when it's time.
But what if I make the wrong choice?
Even wise leaders wrestle with that fear. But the difference is they decide anyway. You know, this reminds me of someone from the Bible who acted with courage and clarity.
Oh, was she a bird like me?
Not quite, but she was bold and resourceful. Her name was Rahab. When Jericho was defeated, one woman was saved. Why? Because she made a decisive decision. Before the Israelites came up against Jericho, Joshua sent in spies to see what the city was like. They almost got caught and were on the run. Rahab made a brave decision. She decided to help the Israelite spies escape, hiding them and saying they were elsewhere because she knew that the Lord was going to help them win. So because of this, they told her to put a scarlet cord in the window. And when the walls of Jericho fell, she and her whole household were saved.
So she didn't hide behind fear or say, maybe later. She took action and rescued the men.
Knowing when to act and doing it with courage can change everything. Let me explain it a bit more with another story. This time, a tale from the animal kingdom. One year, the animals held a camping event to prepare for the rainy season. They voted Lio the leopard as their camp leader because she was strong and smart. But when it came time to organize shelter and food, Lio kept waiting for everyone's opinion before making decisions. The birds argued over tree branches, the monkeys wanted fruit, only meals, and the squirrels refused to share nuts. Days passed, no plan, no structure. Everyone was doing their own thing. Finally, a young parrot named Zeno flew up and said, "Lion, we chose you to lead. We trust your decisions. Just tell us what to do." That was a wake-up call. Lion stood tall, assigned roles, gave clear instructions, and within hours the camp was built. Food was sorted, and the animals worked in harmony.
So being assertive didn't mean being bossy. It meant being clear, strong, and timely.
Exactly. When people are confused, a good leader steps up and says, "This is the way. Let's go."
Now, for a special moment, Mr. Watchman, I'll be joining our good friend Kelvin to share today's memory verse. I'll read it with my best leader's voice. Kelvin, are you ready?
Adefunke, let's go. But first, I need you to pick a treat for yourself for joining me to go see Naomi. She failed the test and was really feeling down in the dumps.
Oh no, Naomi is my friend too. I didn't mind coming along to cheer her up.
Now, I want to cheer you up too. So kindly pick a flavor of ice cream from what's listed on the screen.
Ooh, I think I want the strawberry ice cream. No, the peppermint. No, the banana. Oh, I can't decide.
It seems you're having trouble making a choice, Adefunke. Well, guess what the most important choice you will ever have to make is, Adefunke?
I don't know. Maybe how many eggs to lay or which one to leave for later.
No, it's much more important than that. It is who to serve.
Serve like in tennis?
No. Rather, choosing to do what pleases them, learning from their ways, and using your actions to show love and respect. All of us need to make the choice to serve God or choose to serve other masters.
What do you mean other masters, Kelvin?
Like other gods who live in shrines or making more money than we would ever need and putting effort into only that. Today's memory verse is something Joshua says. Choose for yourself this day whom you will serve. Joshua 24 verse 15. Adefunke, stand on each word. The first word is choose. The next word is for. The next step is yourself. Step up and say this day. Now say this day. Whom you will serve. That's it. Choose for yourself this day whom you will serve. Joshua 24 verse 15b.
Choose. For yourselves. This day, whom you will serve.
So, who are you going to choose at Adefunke?
The Lord Jesus, of course.
Amazing. The Bible also says, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, and it will be given to him. James 1 verse 5.
Because a wise leader knows who to serve and where to turn for help. Straight to God.
And wise leaders don't delay when it's time to act.
A leader knows the way to go, with wisdom, strength, and steady flow. Not too fast and not too slow, but firm in truth, they help us grow. Okay. Now that's a powerful feather declaration.
Feathers or not, and standing tall in leadership from now on. Let's go and cheer Naomi up.
Hello kids, welcome to our wonderful question and answer session. Are you ready? 1. What does it mean to be decisive? And why is this important in everyday life? Being decisive means making clear and timely decisions without unnecessary hesitation. It is important because delay or confusion can lead to missed opportunities, disorder, or even danger, as seen in the stories with Adefunke's choir delay, the unsure goat, and Lio the leopard. 2. What stopped Adefunke from reaching the farm festival on time? Adefunke didn't ask for directions because of pride and fear of seeming weak, which caused her to get lost and arrive late. 3. What lesson does the story of the Ethiopian official in Acts 8 teach about decisiveness? It shows that asking for help when you don't understand something leads to clarity and progress. The Ethiopian man was humble enough to admit his need, and he received salvation without delay. 4. How did the goat hurt himself by not asking for help? He stayed stuck between two logs for hours because he was too proud to accept help from the monkeys. His delay caused unnecessary suffering. 5. How did the animal's indecisiveness about free food reflect confusion in our own lives? The animals kept choosing things that seemed exciting or impressive rather than what was truly good and healthy. This reflects how people can be distracted by trends or pressure instead of making wise decisions. 6. What does the Bible say about knowing what is good and choosing it? Hebrews 5 verse 14 says that mature people train themselves to distinguish good from evil. This means decisiveness grows through practice, wisdom, and experience in doing what is right. 7. What mistake did both Adefunke and Lyle the leopard make at first? They avoided taking charge and kept delaying decisions in fear of upsetting others, which caused confusion and lack of progress in their teams. 8. What does Rahab's story show us about making brave decisions? Rahab's story teaches us that being bold and making the right decision, even when it's scary, can change everything. Trusting God and acting with courage is always worth it. 9. According to James 1 verse 5, what should a leader or anyone do when they are unsure what decision to make? They should ask God for wisdom. He gives generously to those who seek Him sincerely and do not doubt. 10. What does it mean to be decisive? That good decisions require courage, humility to ask for help, and wisdom to know what is right. Leaders and followers alike must not delay doing what is good, clear, and necessary. So kids, hope you enjoyed our question and answer session. Until next time, bye.